I just wonder whether the ship sailed for this summer for that. You know, you do. I mean, I know Billy Dodds and Barry Ferguson both spoke in the last couple of weeks about how they had planned to bring more Scottish players in. The two that immediately sprung to mind was Josh Mulligan and Lon Shanklin. Look, I don't think you need to be a rocket scientist to know those were two players that Rangers were keen on if the interim management team had been given the kind of permanent deals. I think it's something that Rangers lack badly. I think if you look at all the best teams in their own nations, the vast majority have a homegrown core throughout the squad. The Rangers do have John Souttar, you have Lyle Cameron and Connor Barron, but they need more.
And only one of them is a regular starter.
And that's where, because I also think, as well as helping foreign guys and the foreign signings bed in and understand the club and the expectations, standards, all that sort of stuff, I think it also gives hope to the younger ones coming through. You know, young Bailey Rice, again, a player with great promise, obviously unfortunate to get injured at the weekend. It's good to see him getting a chance, but others like Leon King and guys like that have just kind of fallen by the wayside. Others have left this summer, and you just think it was Robbie Fraser went to Dunfermline, didn't he? And you just look at it, I think it's something that I don't really see huge options out there just now for Rangers to go and sign Scottish players between now and the end of the window. But I think long term it has to be a real part of the strategy. Look, I get that we're in a cosmopolitan game now, it's a global game, there's always going to be probably the majority of players that aren't going to be from your home country, but I do think, and you only need to look, don't always want to compare, but it's an actual place, you only look across the city and Celtic do, and Callum McGregor, James Forrest, Luke McCown, Kieran Tierney, Greg Taylor's just left. Celtic have always kind of had that, and I think it is important, and I think Rangers, it's something that Russell Martin needs to start identifying